All right, guys. If you're struggling here in class, let's just go through this and hopefully get you on your way to studying for your test. Similar to a test question you might have tomorrow, you're trying to put the fractions and the decimals on this somewhat number line. The key here is to either, if you can't tell if a number's small or large, is to try to convert them all to either the same form, either fraction, decimal, or percent. Um, for instance, if a number is over the same number, it's always equal to 1. So you already know where that one's going to go. You have the 1/3. Again, if you haven't seen this, we've already seen it on our homework. You need to know then how many times does 3 go into 1? Well, guess what? 3 can't go into 1, so you're going to have to add a 0. When you add a 0, you add a decimal. And if you keep going and going and going, you'll figure out what 1/3 is. So convert it to either the decimal or the percent. Same thing here for 3/7. You're going to have to go 7 into 3. 7 does not go into 3. So how many times does 7 go into 30? Even by just knowing the first digit, which would be 4, and then you get 28, you know it's somewhere in the 40% region because it starts with the 4. Maybe that'll help you out. 7/6. Again, how many sixes go into 7? 1. What's left over? 1 and 1, 6. So where is that going to fall? It's more than 1. So just taking a look at each one to figure out where they are. Hint here. Tens, hundreds, thousands, 3/1000. That's 3/1000. Where do you think that's going to fall? So it shouldn't be too hard for you to pick out where these should be. You can just put the letter on the line. For instance, right about here is probably where B should go. Or you can write the whole number, fraction, decimal, percent, whatever you need. So on the test, what I would do is convert them to either percents or fractions or decimals, whatever's easier for you to put them on the line. Next question again, some of you are struggling with evaluating. That's why we have our vocabulary that you also need to study. So I would be going over those words if you're done with your closure problem because they will be on your test. So again, 7m, whenever you have a variable by a number, it means to multiply. So they're already telling you, which is nice because that doesn't happen all the time when you're doing algebras, they give you the value of m. So this means 7 times 2, because m is 2, plus 9. Find the value of a times b for a is 10 and b is 4. So again, they told you a is 10. They tell you b is 4, so it's simply 10 times 4. Might have something like that tomorrow. Write an expression. So an expression is just a number sentence here. So how many x's do you have? You can combine like terms. So x's are like. All right. So you're going to have 4x plus 9 equals who knows what. But up here they do tell you that x equals 20. So now you have 4 times 20 plus 9. You should get your answer. Do the same thing. Now j is 10 and k is 7. So write your expression, plug j in, plug k in, you should get your answer. Now don't forget here again, we're doing absolute value. It's a number's distance from 0. So just for the first one, 15 is 15 from 0. -1 is 1 from 0. Add them up. Don't get tricked out by this little negative sign on the outside. It will have to stay. Looking at the dot patterns, you have figure 1, 2, and 3. It says figure 0, 4, and 7. Write an expression to describe how the pattern is growing. So they would just want you to draw figure 0 here, figure 4 there, and figure 7 here, and give me a sentence on how it's growing. On the back, we got to draw a right triangle that has a base of 4. So again, just 4 right here. and a height of 2. Connect them. Enlarge it so it's 2.5 times. So again, you're going to take your 4 and you're going to take your 2 and multiply each one by 2.5. You should get your new triangle. Pretty easy, but you're going to have that on your test tomorrow. Coming down here with a size change or not. So again, all you have to remember, if the number's larger on top, it's going to enlarge. And if the number is smaller on top, larger on the bottom, it will reduce or get smaller. All right, last question here. Use coordinate grid to plot -2, 3, and 4, and 5. Then plot 2 more points, so all 4 points from the vertices have a horizontal length. So thinking if you were starting here, and -2 was here, and 3 was up, and you went 4 over, and 5 up, where would you have to plot to get, I'm trying to read this again here. So all 4 points are a rectangle. So what are you going to have to do here to create a rectangle? And my bad for this one, the 3 should have been up here, not there. So where are they going to have to be to connect? Where's your new points at? So that's it. Get it done. Study for the test. Good luck.